What did I miss? What? Thank you, sir. I totally missed that the entire time. I was not even looking at this. Hello YouTube, this is John, and I am back again with my Road to 2000 on chess.com. I am currently sitting at 1551 elo. Let's get right into it. We are going to be playing with the black pieces here, playing against c3. So I'm going to play d5. I just like to immediately strike at the center here. The best move would be e takes d5, which I will go ahead and capture with the queen if that's what they decide to do. They do. And notably, this isn't so bad because knight c3 is not possible in this case. They develop their knight. I'm just going to try to play some quicker moves here. I don't think I know a ton of theory, but I don't think a ton of theory is really needed to win at this level. It seems that white is a little bit slow as well, and I do like the idea of just getting my bishop out. Maybe I should have played bishop g4 first. Bishop g4. Just because I'm looking at this line, say something like bishop f4, d takes e6, threatening to take on c5. White would have b4, but white have a4, a5. Can't talk. I don't know. We'll see. I just took 41 seconds on that move, so that's what I'm talking about. Need to be a little bit quicker. Obviously, calculation is important, but on move 5, I feel like I should be a little bit faster. If they play here, which they don't, and now they can't even play. So I'm just gonna defend my pawn. But what I was saying is now they can't even play bishop d3, so they're forced to play bishop e2 if they would like to castle kingside, which seems to be some kind of advantage for me. This move I'm not sure that I'm a fan of, but it's all because I didn't take the pawn here, freeing up the c3 square. So also now this dark square bishop is not a great piece. So downside of e6, I'm no longer able to play that, but what if I just play knight bd7? I don't see anything wrong with this either. You take, I'm happy to take this way, and all my pieces are out. I feel that I have some kind of advantage here. Not a huge advantage, but definitely something. And is my queen possibly getting trapped after this? Well, I don't think so. I do still have this square, but I would like to castle next move if possible. Maybe rook e1 makes sense, but I feel not that move. Maybe this move. Then that runs into the fork. They play here, don't I have this? So white has really stuck themselves in. They do have bishop c4, which is annoying, or c4 is a little bit annoying. I missed c4. I think I'm forced to just move my queen back, so I'm going to try not to think about that too much. Only took 11 seconds on that move, which I'm happy with. And there is no knight c4. I also still am able to evacuate. I'm just going to go ahead and castle, get my king out of the center. What I meant to say is I'm still able to evacuate my queen on the dark squares here if need be. If takes, I'm happy to take with the knight, I believe. Not super useful, just given that this bishop is pretty bad. But centralizing my knight seems like the right way to go. Is there any tactic here? This kind of move would blunder this, so they did, however, just undefend their pawn. The pawn was defended by the knight on f3. And given that, I think I might just take the pawn. Why not? Or I could take it this way. But then that runs into knight f3 or knight b3, so I will not do that. Looks like a pawn for me. So when your opponent gives you a free pawn like that, I think I'll take it. We still have the same situations. So they do go and re-attack the pawn now, but what if I push? Or what if I just add some defense? Because if you go here, you drop... Yes. If you go here, you drop your knight on this square. So I'm not afraid of this move. So the line I'm afraid of would be takes, hitting the bishop here, drop the bishop back, or I could consider knight f6, opening up my queen's attack on the queen, and actually that would pin the knight here. and I have this move coming. Because if you take here, then I can take the queen to recapture, and that would be mate. So these tactics are not working. That move, however, seems like it might. Now at this point, just stepping out of this diagonal makes sense to me. So I step out of the diagonal. If they take, I take back. I'm still defending that piece there. So nothing too crazy. And I don't think this is a blunder. Really don't think it's a blunder, otherwise I wouldn't have played it. Nice commentary there. But perhaps they're winning back the pawn here. Wait, but you're not though, because this is pinned. I think trading here makes sense. This bishop is now staring at nothing. Bishop takes looks to be forced, which I can play knight e4, preparing this. Well, you can't step away here because then I win the piece. So knight e4, preparing to play knight f6 or f6, also possible. And also, let's do a quick time check. You can see I'm actually up on the clock for once in a game. I'm up about 2 minutes. So my efforts to play quickly have been well worth it. And I do have this move coming after f3. And also after f3 would be this pin is quite annoying. Or do I just have to drop away? I think I might have to drop away. Wait. This is free. What did I miss? What? Thank you, sir. I totally missed that the entire time. I was not even looking at this. Was it free last move too? No, oh, it wasn't. Okay, at least I didn't entirely miss it. Happy I took a look. I don't know if I would have even played that had they not played b4, just reminding me I need to move my queen. So without the defender of this d4 knight, now white is really cooked because this is pinned. This line seems kind of annoying. I think I can get the queens off, or I can fork. Well, I can't fork. So take, queen takes. Wait a minute. I think I'll go for this. I should probably stop covering my hand and actually talking to the mic. So this is gonna be, gonna recapture there. You can take here. And do I want to take, which way do I want to take? I like having this threat here, and I think I want to keep my rook on the open file. The only thing is, it's undefended. It would have been undefended though, so. And I was gonna say, I'm having a hard time calculating, clearly, as you can see. One of my favorite things about the Sicilian is all of the calculation that is required to play it well. I think here, just centralizing the rook makes a lot of sense. I was saying a lot of tactics in the Sicilian, which makes it a good opening for me to really learn how to play. Learn how to play chess at a higher level. The game can quickly slip away at some points, so I don't think you want to defend that one. How can I add more pressure? I bring my king over. I think yes. These pawns are getting close, so if ever this move, I'm just going to play here. Does that work? Preparing to bring my king in. But this is where some of my deficiencies in my play might be. I'm always super nervous in these endgame scenarios. Yep, so they're going to get some activity. I don't think I care though. Let me just go ahead and grab this pawn. I can go here. Hitting this one, and if they want to go here, okay, they are really out of time and they resign. Good game to my opponent. Let's hop into a quick analysis. Now at this point in the video, we are into the analysis section. Thank you for sticking around to this point. I hope you've enjoyed the video so far. So we had a pretty tense Sicilian, I would call it. This move was the first mistake of the game. This is kind of common. I've definitely done this before where you forget that you were defending your pawn. And actually queen takes was much better than c takes. Just keeping this file open. But I didn't do that. C takes, rook fd8, third move. What would have been better here? Queen b6. I think here this was the moment they blundered. Knight takes e5. Bishop takes e5 is not a top move. Knight takes f5 is the top move. Here, knight e4 was a top move. Let's go. Always happy to find those top moves. And bishop takes g7, because what if you move this away, then I'm taking here. And it makes sense that bishop takes g7 is best because that's the only square that you can possibly defend, but then I'm just going to take it. And you don't have any follow-up just because my pieces are in the center here. So, well played to me. Always nice to see myself play well. Picking off the bishop, which I didn't even notice. And just getting into this trade. Oh, interesting moment here. Bishop takes and rook takes are both minus 5.7. So going into this line, I felt like something like this was what I was imagining. This bishop just feels loose, so I didn't do that. Instead, I just opted to keep everything solid and just have all my pieces defend each other, which is maybe a weakness in my play, but I feel that you can't go super wrong having your pieces on defended squares, just following fundamental play. And did I miss anything crazy in this endgame? Not a perfect endgame, but good enough to get a win, especially at this level. Thank you for watching my video. I am now 1565 elo. Until next time, have a good one.